Earlier this year, I asked you all a random question in my community tab. The question was which reigned supreme, ketchup, mustard, or pepper? Now, it's finally time to address this and probably the most excited set of videos I have for you all. We are starting off with Ketchup himself, Sektor, the cyber Lin Kuei assassin and leader of the Takunin clan. This red robot, along with the others, have been some of the most requested characters to appear on this series. So today, we'll be looking at all 6 of Sektor's fatalities from least best to the best.
Fight!
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. My name is Nick, and welcome to, or welcome back to the channel. If you're new, rocket punch that subscribe button to join the Whack Pack today, and to stay tuned for some more Mortal content. Today, we're covering Sektor, one of the few cyber ninjas in the series. This character made his debut in Mortal Kombat 3, and is one of the first characters I've ever played as. He's left quite the impact on many players with some unique fatalities, each of which will be ranked based on its creativity, pacing, personality, and impact on the franchise. Here are the ground rules for LK99. Rule number 1, no brutalities will be included. Rule number 2, Mortal Kombat Armageddon finishers will not be included as well. Rule number 3, no cyborg finishers will be included. Please stay tuned and you'll understand why. And rule number 4, recreated fatalities will be included as their own entry in this list. Since many games do something different with the classic finishers, for better or for worse, each will be ranked as its own on this list. For an example, Sektor has burned opponents like leaving pizza in an oven for too long, so each will be ranked differently. With those rules established, get your missiles, charge up your flamethrower, and grab your plate of fries, as we're going to rank all 6 of Sektor's finishers across all titles he's appeared in. Number 6. Let's start things off with the series' punching bag that's not MK vs DC, Special Forces, or Mythologies, Mortal Kombat 4. For those who don't know, Sektor was a secret character players could unlock by inputting a special code. Afterwards, we were treated as some weird takes of his MK3 finishers. Coming in at the bottom spot is the MK4 version of the compactor. Note that I said least best to the best in my ranking. I don't think that this is bad, but it's my least favorite of his finishers. With MK4 recreating many of the classics in 3D, so too were Sektor's finishers. However, I find the explosion to not fit well for the compactor. If they somehow innovated this, it would have been loads better. Overall, it's still a decent finisher with some odd presentation choices. This one just kind of flattered our expectations. Number 5. Let's move on to the second of Sektor's MK4 finishers. Where the first one was just a strange recreation, this second one feels similar to one I covered before, but with a red coat of paint.
Sektor wins.
At number 5, we got the MK4 version of the flamethrower. Yet again, it's another remake of a classic finisher, but following a similar structure to Scorpion's by having the opponent running in circles. Also, pointer, why doesn't anyone know what stop, drop, and roll is in the Mortal Kombat universe? However, what makes this stand out and not take the bottom spot is the inconsistency with this one. Due to Sektor and all of MK4 being rushed, sometimes this'll happen. What is going on? This alone makes it place higher than the bottom spot. Number 4. Time to make our way to Mortal Kombat 3, which is both Sektor's first appearance and the first game in this series I ever played. Ketchup always left an impression on me as a kid, both the fighter and the condiment, with this being one of the first finishers I remember. Taking our 4th spot is MK3's flamethrower. To be frank, we've seen multiple burning fatalities from this game, ranging from Liu Kang's Telefract to Scorpion's Toasty, but I can appreciate Sektor going for a different approach. It's just a cool way to make it stand out. Oh, and speaking of flamethrowers and robots, back when Mortal Kombat 3 was in development, Sektor was given 2 names during the development, those being Ketchup and Robocop. Funny, as Robocop actually made an appearance in 2020's Aftermath expansion. We've gone full circle. Overall, this finisher is a hot one. Number 3. Cracking into the top 3 by visiting the classic Mortal Kombat 2011. This readaptation of Sektor is wonderful, now resembling more of an armored ninja ready for a fight to the death. With the presentation advancements, we also saw 2 unique Sektor finishers.
Sektor wins.
Homing into the number 3 spot is RoboSec. I'm surprised it took us until 2011 to see a rocket-based fatality. Though this one is simple, the presentation is what nails it for me. The multiple shots of multiple shots, the angles as each limb is blown up before the body falls over is just super creative. Like the missiles, this finisher launched an innovation. Number 2. Let's head back to the classic for our runner-up. In my opinion, many finishers from Mortal Kombat 3 were pretty lacking for me. However, I feel this one is one exception and one that stands out. Taking the silver medal is Compactor. Since robots from the 90s had the ability to defy any logic, such as Fulgor, seriously, how the hell does he fit a turret in his body? Sektor is able to crush the opponent in a unique way. To this day, the blood dripping from the metal is a nice detail and it has aged really well. This may be one of my favorite classic finishers, and it's also one of the first fatalities I've ever seen. These help make it impactful, and it wouldn't be the last time we would see the compactor, but you'll need to stay tuned to see that return. Overall, a great finisher. Number 1. We are capping things off by revisiting the reboot for our top spot. Throughout his limited appearance, we've seen some minor innovations and some remakes with varying quality. Although none of his finishers I can say are bad, none are as unique and as creative as this one.
Sektor wins. Fatality.
We are giving the cybernetic gold medal to Scarecrow. This finisher has a great 3-beat structure, from the shot of the weird device to the opponent panicking and then ending it all by turning them into Stretch Armstrong. It's unique, innovative, and well structured. If Sektor put his opponent out in the field, it would be outstanding. I'm sorry, I really had to get a bad pun in there. This Sektor finisher deserves the number 1 spot and, what I believe, is his best fatality of all time. So there's my ranking of all 6 of Sektor's finishers from the worst to the best. Which of Sektor's finishers was your favorite and which was your least favorite? Let me know in the comments down below and I'll surely get back to you. My list isn't the right list, it's just mine and I'd love to hear yours as well. While we're at it, let's be kind to each other when sharing our opinions down below. This is definitely a character ranking I've been excited for, and I noticed many others wanted to see this. I hope the wait was definitely worth it. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. While we've enjoyed our time with Ketchup, we can't forget the mustard. So stay tuned for next time, Tuesday, July 5th, for the next character finisher ranking. I'm certain you guys are catching on to the trend right now. As always, thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Nick, and remember to have an amazing day.